Hi, my name is Emily Clevenger, and my public narrative is about how studying abroad made me a more confident and independent person. If you ask one of my friends how they would describe me, they would say something like confident or self-sufficient. But if you had asked someone I had known in high school, or even my family last year, the answer would be completely different. I've always been a very dependent person, whether it was calling my mom when I had to walk to class alone, dragging anyone I could get to go to the grocery store with me, or even choosing not to eat, because I would rather not eat than eat alone. So when I decided to study abroad freshman year, the idea seemed absurd to me. But after hearing one of my professors talk about the benefits of studying abroad, I decided that this was an experience I wanted to have. So I texted my friend Olivia and told her my idea. Next thing I know, we're booking a plane ticket to Paris, France. Then next, Florence, Italy, where we'll spend the next 5 weeks having to make our own decisions. Studying abroad was important to me because it faced me with challenges where I had to think for myself, learn how to budget, and conquer a language barrier. Olivia and I's first adventure, as we would call it, was the first time we were really forced to think quickly and on our feet. As we were leaving the Louvre, I went to pull out my phone to get directions on how to get back to the bus station, and I could not find my phone. I dumped my whole purse out, and it was still nowhere to be found. So deciding to move on without my phone, we make it to the bus station no problem. It took us a few short stops to realize that we were on the wrong bus, and now stranded in the middle of downtown Paris at 9 p.m. at night with no idea how to get back. As we had been using our phones as a sense of transportation, Olivia's was dead, and mine was still nowhere to be found. So we decided to go with Plan C, the metro system. Luckily for us, as we were boarding the metro system, Olivia found my phone in her purse. We had a newfound hope, at least a little bit. With 2 dead phones later and a lot of discouragement, we finally found our way home. Although this trip took a toll on our mindsets, it was important for me because it made me realize how resilient my decisions actually could be. I was able to think quickly and make my own decisions, and this got easier as the trip went on. Our first experience was important, but we had many just like it. Another challenge that never seemed to go away was the language barrier. Communicating with someone through a language barrier is often hard and often resulted in many hand gestures, and even once communicating in Spanish, which was neither of our native language, in order to communicate. Another challenge that never seemed to go away was budgeting. This was the first time we had a real budget, a budget where we had to plan our food, travel, and personal necessities. I'm glad I had this experience, though, to teach me these lessons. Overall, studying abroad was important to me because I was faced with challenges where I had to make my own decisions. I'm so glad that I had this experience and this opportunity to learn these things and make a better me. Thank you.
That's good.